What's going on, guys? This is Nolan from Tier Zero Gaming, and I'm back with Lost World Dinos again. I wanted to bring you guys an updated profile. I read a lot of the comments from the last video. Really been trying to critique my deck and be able to play in today's new format. And hey, it is official. Firewall's banned today. So I got a locals report for you guys. We had an anti-meta tournament this week. I did fairly well again. I just wanted to bring the report and updated profile. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And baby, hit my music. Alright, guys. So we're going to talk about the deck profile here in a minute. But before we do, I just want to say I really do appreciate the comments from the last video, guys. I appreciate any amount of support that I can get from you guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. Whether it's constructive criticism, telling me I'm doing an awesome job, I appreciate every comment, and I promise you guys, if you comment on this video, I will answer it. I don't care what I'm doing, where I'm at, I will answer it. Anyways, so let's go off in the locals report first. So like I said, it was an anti-meta tournament. It was 4 rounds. My first round was against Fire Fist. I 2-0'd that. Game 1, I was able to get out Logia, and Conductor was just able to control his board. He made me go first. And then my second turn, I was just able to stomp over everything for game. Game 2, I did full combo. I was able to get out. I had Lost World, Reprodicus, Chimbara, and Conductor. So the play is you use Reprodicus to make Chimbara a Dino, and so then that way Lost World doesn't hurt it. Swing over everything with UCT, and then just go for game. Thing is, though, that combo is good, but you have to hit like at least 3 monsters with UCT in that one, and then Chimbara will just finish it. Really good combo. Anyways, 2-0'd that. Round 2 was against Dino Wrestlers. 2-0'd that. Game 1 did full combo again, going second. Then game 2, I didn't bricked. I won't lie to you guys. It was actually the first time that my last build it bricked on me like at all. But anyways, it was weird. It was really Dogeron and Overtext beatdown that won me. Game 3, I played against ABC. It was against Alex from +3 TCG that I beat. I won 2-1. Game 1 was just able to do full combo and win. Or no, wait, I'm sorry. I take that back. Game 1, Alex was able to control the board and I couldn't do anything. Game 2, I was just able to OTK. And then Game 3 was wild. No, wait, hold up. Game 2. So Game 2, I completely forgot. I went to activate Pill. Alex hit it with Judgment. I was able to get out. I was able to combo out Trishula, forgetting that he used Solemn Judgment. I should have went in Chimbara for game, but I made Trish. I banished a card on his field, hand, and graveyard, and then I hit him in the face for 27, and then his next turn he couldn't respond. And we talked about it afterwards, and like I said, I should have made Chimbara and I would have won. But also, though, I gave him, it was either Kumungus or Gamma, I forget now. But I had to deal with that on his board, so that's why I felt like I needed to go into Trish. But, and then Game 3, he went first. He made a board of Summon Sorceress. No, not Summon Sorceress. It was Cleafor Genius, and then he had Dragon Buster. Wait, was it? No, it was Summon Sorceress. I'm sorry. It was Summon Sorceress and Dragon Buster. And then he activates Anti-Spell, which I didn't have a spell card in my hand either way, so I was still okay. So what I was able to do was I was able to get out Conductor. What had happened was I had a Giant Rex, Dogeron, and Kumungus in my hand. So I kaiju'd over one of his pieces after he broke it down. I tried to gamma it, but he had a solemn warning for it and couldn't do anything about it. Um, so I kaiju'd one of his pieces. Um, yeah, I gave him Gam. No, not Gamma. So I gave him Kamungus. I'm sorry, guys. I'm having a hard time remembering it. But gave him Kamungus, summoned Dogron, summoned Rex, went into Pentastag, and then banished the 2 for Conductor. And then, yeah, he brought out his pieces in defense, gave Conductor Piercing, and I was just able to win 2-1. And then round 4. I'm 3-0 at this point. We're going to the last round. It was the championship round. It was me versus my pal Jordan. Jordan was playing some Magnet Warrior OTK. It was a cool deck profile. Check it out on +3's channel when you get the chance. Yeah, game 1, I did full combo, was able to just win. Game 2, I couldn't summon a monster going first to protect myself, and he was able to get out full OTK. I made Jordan go first game 3. He had Solemn Strike and Called by the Grey waiting on me for my Overraptor, and I couldn't do anything. And then he had full OTK. But all in all, I'm fairly happy. I was fairly upset. Konami's official tournament brackets is weird. Like, I went all the way from... So, again, I went into the championship round 3-0, and then I lost 3-1, and I ended up placing 4th. Like, that was upsetting. Like, Alex was ahead of me, and then we had another guy that had a draw. He was 3-0-1. So, unfortunately, it sucks. I'm still a little salty about it, but it is what it is. Overall, I'm fairly happy with the deck. And again, I took a lot of your guys' consideration into my updated deck profile, and I really feel like it's ready for the next regional that I go to. So let's get right into it. So starting off with the monsters. This hasn't changed. Still 3 Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. It's Lost World Dino. You need it. There's not much more to say about it. 3 Soul Eating Oviraptor. That hasn't changed. Next, we got 2 Quatless. That hasn't changed either. So, William, I believe you commented on this too. Yeah, Overtext, it's a little bit brickier, but like I feel like it's necessary, especially in today's metagame. With Sky Striker and Trickstar, you need to have that spell and Trap Negate. And that's why I feel like 2 Overtext is necessary. But again, I do appreciate your comment. And then I bumped this up from 1 to 2. That's Giant Rex. Again, this deck is... I updated this deck again. So I felt Giant Rex and the Gold Sark engine was necessary again. Just being able to tune her out, everything, and just keep going into my plays. 2 Pankratops. That hasn't changed either. I tried bumping it up to 3 in the testing that I was doing yesterday. It just bricked, so 2 is that definite perfect number if you're going to play this in Lost World. And then I bumped this back down to 2. It's good at 3, don't get me wrong, but it was just better at 2. And that was Double Baby. Baby still is your best extender in this deck, but as I was testing it more and more, I felt like there was just other better cards to play than 3 Baby. If you had the deck space for it, then I do recommend playing 3, but 2 is fine. Like, I was seeing it less, and either way, there's still a combo I can do with it if I draw it going first. Well, going second, I'm sorry. I don't know why. Why would I want to go first in Lost Worlds? I don't know. That's it for the 2-ofs. Next for the 1-ofs, we got 1 Miscellaneous Source, and then 1 Aolo. So I'm trying to think of your name. I can't remember now. Oh no, it was Will again. William, you recommended Nat Beast. I have been testing it, and Nat Beast will be added to this deck. Unfortunately, I don't own a copy of Nat Beast right now, but I will explain what I'm playing right now until I get the Nat Beast. But Nat Beast will be added to this deck. And again, thank you for your comment. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Synchro Monsters, so I love Aleo. Shambara is an awesome card, especially in combination with Reproticus. in Lost World, so that way I can still go for game. Next, I'm still playing the Kaijus. We have Gameciel, Kamungus, and Dogeron. They're definitely necessary in this deck. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You need to play the Kaijus in this. They can just help out so much problematic stuff that your deck may not be able to handle. So the Kaijus are definitely necessary, and I'm not going to touch these at all. So, also another kind of big change that I made was to my hand trap lineup. And I'll explain it here in a minute. We got triple Ash and triple Droll and Lockbird. And that's it for my hand traps. I like Gamma. I felt like the Gamma package was good. Like, it got me out of a lot of problematic situations. But as I was testing it more and more and more, I felt like the Kaijus were fine. And, crap. Somebody else said so in the comments on the last video. Like, I agree. The Gamma package is good, but when I have the Kaijus, it's just not as necessary. But Gamma got me out of a lot of situations at the tournament. Like, against Alex, I Gamma'd the Summon Sorceress. He was trying to get away to make Infinity. He brought out Galaxy Soldier. I was like, nah, I am not dealing with a Cyber Dragon Infinity today. So Gamma was good for that. And then as I tested it more and more, Droll was just better. To essentially being able to end my opponent's turn, like the second I drop this thing, and then go into my turn and just OTK. And that's it for the monster lineup. So now off into the spells. Definitely something that's not going to change is triple Lost World. It's Lost World Dino. You kind of have to play 3. 2 terraforming, because that's all we have is 2 terraforming. Nothing more to be said about that. Next we have triple Fossil Dig. It's Rhoda for dinos. And then I bumped this up to 3, and it's actually been doing fairly well for me in testing. And that's triple double evolution pill. I know it's kind of a weird number, but it actually works out great for me. Like, there's a lot of times at 3 I draw into this, and it's live the second that I draw it. Plus, you send Quatless away to get this, and overall, I felt like 3 was pretty good. I like it. It really don't brick with it that much. Like I said, when I do draw into it, it's usually live. But also, it just needs. Also, I will agree it needs more testing before I can say, like, oh, it's a definite 3 of in the deck. But right now at 3, it's been good for me. Next, we play double Gold Sark to get just to get the Rex and go off. It's Gold Sark, and it can just help out in many situations. Then finally, I have 4 1-ofs. Foolish to send Quatless, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, and Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. These cards are necessary. Like I said, Foolish to send Quatless, Monster Reborn to bring back your stuff. Dark Hole is Slumber to really... It works really well, especially with the Lost World token if I have no other cards. And that way I'm just able to... That way, with Slumber, I'm able to get a Dogeron out on the board, and then being able to pop Baby from deck, summon Ovi, and just go off. And go off from there. I find these 4 just phenomenal, and definitely recommend them to play in the Lost World build. Next we'll go off into the side deck. Again, side deck will always be up to player preference. Again, I worked on this too. So we got 2 DD Crow. I really want to play a 3rd Crow, to be honest with you guys, because it comes up a lot, believe it or not. Use this once against Stolte to get rid of a piece, I think. No, it wasn't against Stolte. What did I use Crow on? I can't think of it now, but no, Crow is... Crow is very good in being able to slow my opponent down. Again, because I don't have a third Crow, I went with Raigeki because honestly I just needed to spill a slot. And I felt like Raigeki was fine, especially if I had everything for game. Again, so happy this next card's back at 3. Triple Called by the Grave. You especially need this going into Game 2 and Game 3. Like, Game 1, it's not really as prevalent because if you're able to get out Lost World, like, you're not worried about the Veiler at that point. And usually if you're able to get the Ash, or if you're able to get the Miscellaneous Saurus from there, you're good. So Called by the Grave is really better Game 2 and Game 3. Next, we still got the back row hate. We have Triple Twin Twister. Triple Red Reboot. And so, the next 3 I cut Veiler, Ogre, and Hey Trunade from this, so I could play the 3 Called by the Grave in this next card. I felt like this was just better, especially for when I need to go first. And I just gotta say this, life points don't matter, especially in Lost World Dino. So for when I go first, I'm now playing 3 Solemn Strike. I felt like this was better in case I had to go first. Like, there was a lot of times when Stolte and Jordan made me go first where I wish I had this. And yeah, Solemn Strike would have covered a lot of ground for me and being able maybe to beat Jordan, if that. So yeah, Solemn Strike at 3, and that's it for the side deck. Extra deck, I still don't have. So like I said, I'm going to be playing Nat Beast, and I still don't have a second copy of Logia, so just bear with me. First 5 cards are tokens. Get on camera. There we go. Next, we got Reproticus, Underclock Taker, Pentastag. Pentastag came up clutch against Stolte. Reproticus to make my Chimbara Dino with Lost World up. And Underclock Taker for OTKs with UCT. Again, this will be 2. So 2 Logia, Adolka, Dweller, Tornado Dragon, Diamond Dire, Baguska, Exiton Knight, and when I have 2 conductors on board, Gustav Max. Baguska, Diamond Dire, Abyss Dweller, and the rank. Honestly, my XC's plays did not come up all that often this weekend, but I'm sure as I continue to play more meta decks, these will. And I feel like they were just the best ones, especially. Next, we got 3 Synchros, Chimbara, Omega, and Trishula. Omega is going to become the Nat Beast once I get it. I just ordered it before I started recording. So hopefully I'll get it sometime this week, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, since I cut gammas, Omega's not as necessary. I like having Trish because it's a big beater and can out problematic stuff in the graveyard and on field. And then Chimbara for OTKs. Like, it's just that simple. Alright, guys, so that's it for the deck profile. Let me know what you think down in the comments section. I really do want to hear you guys' opinions. And I do appreciate any feedback that you guys give me. So this is Nolan from Tier Zero Gaming, signing out. And to all my fellow players, stay classy.